Hey, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing well today. Hope your day is phenomenal, and if it isn't, you still have the rest of the day to make it a great day. So Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the game that many Dragon Ball fans have been going crazy over since Battle Hour of last year, when we got the first trailer showcasing Goku going Super Saiyan Blue. Although back then, people were calling it Tenkaichi 4 when now it's called Sparking Zero. But let's be real, Sparking Zero is essentially Tenkaichi 4. The main topic of today's video is to talk about CACs, which if you don't know what CACs mean, that stands for Created Characters, which they were first introduced in Ultimate Tenkaichi, which they were part of a story mode and kind of had their own story related to them. Now, I know Ultimate Tenkaichi is kind of crap, to say the least. I mean, if you like it, I mean, hey, kudos to you. But I think the concept of that game, is definitely to attract, the 3-year-olds that think they're actually doing something when they pick up a controller and not just their brother giving them a controller that's not even plugged in. But that's besides the point. Moving on, Dragon Ball Xenoverse improved on everything that Ultimate Tenkaichi lacked when it came to creating your own character. You can choose between many races, many hairstyles, as well as cosmetics, and pretty much anything you can think of. Also, the large amount of movesets that were available to your character felt almost infinite, in my opinion. Also, the main point of the story mode for Xenoverse is that you kind of go, between time and you try to stop the evil Toa and Mera from changing history. And I'll be honest, I absolutely love that about Xenoverse. I know a lot of people have been tired of seeing the same story mode over and over. Me personally, I don't mind it at all, but that's just, what made Xenoverse so unique was that the story was like nothing we have ever had in a Dragon Ball game before. Okay, so now the main point of discussion is whether CACs should return to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I think they can return, but maybe have their own story, or, or they can be part of the story. But I think it's best to keep them out of, PvP. The main problem I had with Xenoverse, and I know a lot of hardcore Dragon Ball fans even agreed with me, is that the CACs were kind of full of shit. Most of the time when someone you were playing with was using their CACs, they're most likely trying to outplay you with some broken movesets and certain moves and supers that cause infinite loops to people, and it kind of made it so they can't play the game. Imagine you're trying to play the game, but someone's stopping you from playing the game. Oh yeah, so much fun. Most of the time, people would, they would find ways to really cheat the system, because you can literally add any move in the game to your character and distribute your points to where you want your strengths to be. And when you have such easy access to stuff like that, it makes it very hard to balance the game. And I'm not saying Xenoverse has to be balanced. It's not a competitive game like Dragon Ball FighterZ, but at least make it enjoyable and not so toxic. But we know a lot of people like that stuff. We love our toxic relationships. Yeah, I'm looking at you. But yeah, we need to keep all that cheesy, busted nonsense out of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I talked to a couple of people that are pretty hardcore in the Tenkaichi 3 scene, and I asked them what you didn't like with Xenoverse, or what was wrong with Xenoverse to you, and they all kind of said the same thing. The created character unfairness really ruined the game for them. And I think if CACs were to return in that fashion, I think the game will fail when it comes to like those who are truly Tenkaichi enthusiasts. I think there's a world in which CACs can exist in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and that's to either keep them in their own story mode or make them part of the story. Or if they were to add CACs to PvP, maybe just keep them in their own playlist. That way they can cheese themselves and have a field day with each other, and that way you're not forced to play against CACs if you don't want to. Anyway, I don't want to keep this video too long, so yeah, my personal opinion, if I had to choose, just keep them out of the game completely. You have Xenoverse that they're upgrading every 6 to 12 months with content, it seems, so just play that if you need to get your CAC fix in. But that's going to do it for me in this video, guys. Yeah, I think CACs in the Xenoverse fashion will probably make this game fail to those who were expecting a true Tenkaichi experience. But y'all let me know in the comments below, what do you think about CACs in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? Anyway, hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys.